Hey everyone. So I am getting ready to leave Point Reyes National Seashore Park. And I've been here, for about 7 days and have done some just amazing, beautiful hikes. I got a little bit of work done. I really just disconnected and took some time off from the world. And they don't have Wi-Fi or cell phone service out here. So it's actually been kind of nice to disconnect from the responsibilities of being connected to business and things like that. Not forever, but for right now. And so whenever I leave a place, I leave a video and I talk about a little bit about what each direction or how the place felt in terms of the medicine wheel with directions. And Point Reyes is definitely the north direction, which is that place within us. It's that deep solitude. It's spiritual body. And here, it's such an expansive park. It's really diverse, and it's really spread out. And so you don't bump up against a lot of people, and you have really that time and space to sink into the feeling and the emotions and the nature and the animals. And there's a lot of animals here. I've seen so much since I've been here. And so it forces me to go within and to really kind of seek out that deeper, wise part of myself that maybe gets a little muddied when I'm in the everyday world. And for that, I've appreciated. It's been really nice to kind of hit a reset on that and wipe away any of um, the things that were going on in my everyday life that maybe weren't necessarily conducive to my soul. And so this was really pretty much of a reset week for me to kind of just begin again. You need that time and a place to be able to do that wherever you are and however you can get there and for however long you need to take that. I don't know that normally this is how the universe works. I don't know that I would have actually booked this place for a week if I had known that I would be that far removed from being connected from the outside world. And in retrospect, I'm so grateful that I did. So Point Reyes is really just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place. And I have to share this story because this is really interesting. This is how the universe works in really, giving us messages and guiding us all along the way. When I was at a hostel, first of all, I've never stayed at a hostel before, ever. And when I was going to San Francisco, I needed a place to stay for one night that I could, just kind of land in and go the next day to a different place. So anyway, the hostel ended up being the most affordable for me at that moment. So I went to the hostel, which then led me to another hostel on Montero Bay. And you guys may have seen that video where I was, I had an oceanside room at a hostel. It was really beautiful. And in that hostel, I found a little card that had simply the words kayaking, hiking, solitude. And I thought, oh, those are 3 things that I really love and need. And so I grabbed that card and I put it in my back pocket. And I was coming back from Mendocino County back to San Francisco. And the next day I had to find a place to stay. And I didn't know where I wanted to go. Let's move over here towards the sun. I didn't know exactly where I wanted to go. So I'm feeling around for my wallet. And I feel this card in my pocket. And I pull it out, and it's that card that I pulled. And I thought, wow, that's like a really cool place. Maybe I'll just head up there. So I go online and I can't find the dates that I want. So I ended up calling them and they said, well, sure, you can come. We got room. And so I came. And at first, when I first started driving in, the landscape shifted. And it started looking very much like Scotland. And I love Scotland. My family is from Inverness, Scotland. And my heart is in Inverness. So I get to a little bit further and a little bit further, and I finally get into this place, and guess where I landed? Inverness. I landed in Inverness, California. And at first I was like, wow, this is really, really strange. This is like, it looks like Scotland. It's got the same name as Scotland. Turns out that this place is where Sir Francis Drake, his ship was found. And Sir Francis Drake is a blood relative of mine, a direct descendant. And so this whole time, I have been really kind of led back to my roots and back to a piece of my ancestry, to know that I am on the same land that my ancestor, you know, walked and was. And I really, when I realized all of this, I just had to chuckle because, once again, it's like we think that we are really in control of our lives, and we are. We always have that freedom of choice. But in that moment, I realized just how divinely guided I am, and that if I just sit back and allow myself to be guided and to follow those little inklings and not question why am I picking up this card of this place that's, you know, north of where I even want to go. And, you know, and we tend to question and analyze things to death instead of just accepting that gift, that message. And so for me, being here this week was profound and deeply felt and needed. And I'm so grateful that I am here. I'm so grateful that I'm doing this journey, and so grateful that you're watching this video. And I'm hoping that through my journey, I can at least inspire people to pay attention to your life. Because really, if you're not amazed, then you're really not paying attention. It's simply astounding, just all of the little nuances that bring us back home to our heart. So, anyway, thanks, guys. I don't know where I'm heading next. I don't know where my head is going to land on the pillow tonight, but I trust that I will probably follow the signs. Bye, guys.